Equestrian life in the Palm Beaches continues from the Adequan Global Dressage Festival at the Equestrian Village here in beautiful Wellington, Florida. Dressage is the oldest equestrian sport, dating back to the Renaissance and having its foundation in classical Greek horsemanship. The sport was developed to prepare war horses for battle. The object of dressage is the development of the physical ability of the horse, resulting in a supple, calm, and flexible animal that is confident and in perfect harmony with his rider. The origins of classical dressage lie in the natural ability of the horse and its movements in the wild. In fact, most modern definitions state that the objective of dressage is to have the horse perform under saddle with a degree of athleticism and grace that it naturally shows when free. Each horse is gifted with its own specific gaits, and according to classical dressage trainers, every horse, no matter the quality of gaits, can benefit from and perform dressage. The Adequan Global Dressage Festival is home to the world's largest international dressage circuit, running 8 consecutive weeks and showcasing some of the best rider and horse combinations in the world. Now recognized as one of 3 equestrian Olympic disciplines, dressage is considered by many to be a form of art, as rider and horse must work in unison to perform difficult movements with athleticism, precision, and harmony. Friday Night Stars is the highlight of the weekly dressage competition at the festival, and it features a Grand Prix freestyle, showcasing the highest degree of difficulty in all of the sport. Talented riders and their horses perform technical movements in sync with songs of their choice under the lights. You'll hear various music from classical melodies to remixes of today's top hits. A panel of 5 judges placed in separate locations around the arena for optimal viewing angles score each individual movement performed by a horse and rider combination. You'll be amazed by these athletes all evening long, no matter if you're a dressage fanatic or if you're like me and new to the sport. Thomas Bauer is the director of dressage here, and he's going to help us learn the sport, from the very beginning. So, this will be just my second time seeing dressage in person. For a dressage dummy, how do you explain what a majestic sport this is?
Well, I think the simple explanation is, and that's what we are seeing tonight, it's dancing horses. We have some freestyles to music tonight, so the rider can decide what they want to show and put together the music, so that's the fun part. That's the real fun part of our sport.
I know that this sport, a lot of sports get compared to war and get compared to going out to battle. This sport itself derives actually for preparing horses for actual battle back in the day. When you think about the inception of what dressage is and how it still reigns prevalent, especially in places like Wellington today, what kind of comes to mind for you, a person that's been so closely connected to it?
Well, the battle part is no longer there. For me personally, it's the harmony between horse and rider, and when it's really harmonious, even an uneducated spectator can see that it is good. So it's about the relationship between horse and rider.
What kind of amazes you? What's one of the biggest parts of dressage that kind of knocks your sock off as a spectator?
A freestyle, a good freestyle, a well-performed freestyle, that is really something which I always enjoy, and I'm sure we will see some very good freestyles tonight, especially in the Nations Cup freestyle. With top riders from Germany, from the US, from Sweden, from Canada, so I'm looking forward to it.
As a director, as somebody that follows and organizes these events, what makes it so much different here in Wellington? Because I hear one of the main things is the crowd and the attraction we get here.
Yeah, it is definitely the Friday nights, which are very special here in Wellington. The atmosphere, I think, is amazing, and there is some how you say that, spark?
Spark, yeah, the energy.
To the energy here. That is always something, and the big difference to the shows I do, for example, in Europe, is that it runs over such a long time. We, for example, prepare already next week while we're doing a show. In Europe, you don't have that. You have a show 1 week and that's it, and then you move on. But here, it's a constant thing preparing for the next week.
The demand for it here is so big because of how big equestrian is in the town and village of Wellington. How much of that do you just give credit to the fans? They're also pretty knowledgeable about the sport here as well, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Friday night there are many spectators who know a lot about dressage, but there are also people who come there just for having fun and see horses and are here from the town. And overall, I think the crowd is pretty knowledgeable.
What do you think, for somebody that's a novice, a lot of people are going to be watching this, seeing dressage for the first time, wondering, can I even get there and view it? How accessible is this? What do you recommend to somebody that's new to this sport to come and do?
I mean, you can come here every single day when we have a show. It's free admission. Friday night, you pay for parking, but that's it. You also can come here and just enjoy the show.
I mean, you heard it from this guy, Thomas Bauer, who's been around it for most of all of his life. And you also say your winters, you love the winters, why?
Because of the weather, for sure. It's really fun here in the winter, and leaving cold Germany does not hurt.
Yes. Equestrian life in the Palm Beaches, especially in the winter, great for one, great for all, and also great for Thomas Bauer. Thank you so much, and I hope we have a good show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. At the Equestrian Village, competitors and visitors can indulge in more than just world-class equestrian events. They're also treated to an array of diverse culinary experiences and retail therapy. Equestrian season in the Palm Beaches is entertaining, competitive, educational, social, but best of all, it's just flat out fun. And the Adequan Global Dressage Festival and the Winter Equestrian Festival are both the epicenter of equestrian life in the Palm Beaches.